In relationships, conflict is an inescapable part of the journey. It's not about steering clear of disagreements at any cost. In fact, it's quite healthy to be able to address the things that bother, frustrate, or create tension between partners. What truly marks the health of a relationship is the ability to swiftly mend any damage caused by those moments of friction. In this video, we'll be talking about the 5 steps couples therapists recommend in order to resolve conflict in your relationships. Welcome to Heartfelt Guidance, your pathway to love and understanding. Are you ready to unlock the secrets of successful relationships? Do you want to navigate the world of dating with confidence and grace? Look no further. You've found your ultimate destination for all things love, connections, and human psychology. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss out on the illuminating advice we have in store. Join our community of like-minded individuals who are committed to building meaningful connections and fostering love in their lives. Step 1. Focus on your feelings. Step 1 in the process of resolving conflicts in your relationships is to focus on your feelings. During or after a conflict, it's essential for both partners to openly share how they were feeling, whether it was during the argument or leading up to it. These feelings could range from fear, shame, embarrassment, annoyance, to jealousy and beyond. Being honest and vulnerable about your emotions is crucial at this stage because it provides your partner with the opportunity to empathize with you. We've all experienced various emotions in our lives, so even if your partner can't fully agree with the specific trigger that led to your feelings, they can still relate to the emotion itself. For example, perhaps you felt jealous during the conflict. While your partner may not completely understand the exact cost of your jealousy, they can empathize with the fact that you were experiencing that emotion. It's important to note that when I use the terms fight and argument here, I'm referring to verbal disagreements or conflicts, not physical altercations. By focusing on your feelings and sharing them honestly, you create a foundation for empathy and understanding in your relationship, which are crucial for the conflict resolution process. Remember, the goal is not to assign blame, but to foster a deeper connection and resolve issues constructively. Step 2. Share your perspectives. This step is crucial for gaining a deeper understanding of what happened during the argument, how each person experienced the lead up to the conflict, and their perception of the actual argument itself. But here's the key: validation. It's not about one-upping each other or trying to convince your partner that their perspective is wrong. Instead, it's about validating each other's experiences. For instance, if your partner says, "You yelled at me," responding with defensiveness won't help. Instead, try something like, "So you felt that I was yelling at you?" Validation shows that you respect and acknowledge their point of view, even if you don't fully agree with it. In fact, this step can be an opportunity for personal growth and insight. It allows you to better understand how your actions or words might be interpreted by your partner and how their unique perspective shapes their feelings. Importantly, during this step, focus on your feelings and your perspective. Avoid telling your partner how they felt or what they did. That can lead to more misunderstandings. Instead, express your own observations and emotions. For example, rather than saying, "You got mad out of nowhere," you could say, "I felt tension, and it seemed to me that you were upset." This approach keeps the conversation centered on your experiences. Remember, there's no such thing as immaculate perception. Both of you may have different recollections of the same event, and that's perfectly normal. Each person's attention and memory are selective, so coming to the discussion with an open mind and willingness to understand each other's perspectives is essential. Step number 3. Identify your triggers. Triggers are those emotional buttons that, when pushed, can escalate a simple conversation into a full-blown argument. We all have our triggers, and they're often informed by our past experiences, whether from childhood or previous relationships. Understanding your triggers and being able to articulate them to your partner is a crucial aspect of conflict resolution. These triggers can be diverse and deeply personal. For some, it might be a feeling of rejection, while for others, it's the sensation of being ignored or a sense of inferiority. It's important to note that triggers don't simply disappear. They endure and can affect your emotional regulation. Facing these triggers head-on and working through them, especially when they stem from deep-seated childhood wounds, can be challenging but immensely rewarding. The Gottmans, renowned relationship experts, provide an extensive list of common triggers that lead to emotional escalation in conversations. These triggers include feelings of exclusion, judgment, humiliation, and a sense of losing control. By identifying these triggers and acknowledging their influence on your emotional responses, you and your partner can navigate conflicts more effectively and minimize arguments that arise from these sensitivities. If you're still there, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more relationship advice like these. Now let's get back into the video. Step number 4, accountability. This step is pivotal for personal growth and improving communication within the relationship. It's about looking within yourself and acknowledging the way in which your behavior or reactions have contributed to the breakdown in communication. It's all too common for individuals to focus on fixing their partner, trying to mold them into someone who communicates better or differently. However, a healthier approach is to turn the mirror inward and examine your own actions and responses. This introspection is key to understanding your role in the conflict. For example, consider how you respond to pressure or tension within the relationship. Do you tend to shut down emotionally, withdraw, or escape from the situation? Alternatively, are you the type of person who insists on addressing issues immediately, even when emotions are running high? These are behaviors that can exacerbate conflicts. Honesty with yourself is crucial during this step. Reflect on whether you have difficulty being completely open and transparent with your partner. Are there aspects of your past or present that you're reluctant to share? Such reservations can contribute to arguments. One valuable insight for personal accountability often arises in step 2 when you and your partner shares your perspectives on the argument. Hearing your partner's viewpoint can shed light on your own contributions to the conflict, providing an opportunity for self-improvement. It's important to recognize that accountability is not about blaming yourself, but about taking responsibility for your actions and how they impact the relationship. It's a proactive approach to improving communication and addressing recurring patterns that lead to arguments. Step 5. Discuss how you'll do things differently. In this step, both you and your partner have the opportunity to reflect on what you could do better individually and as a team. It's not about assigning blame, but rather about identifying areas of improvement. Open and honest communication is key during this phase. For example, you might discuss how to find a balance between giving each other space to process emotions and addressing issues in a timely manner. Perhaps in the past, you felt that conflict dragged on for hours or even days because they weren't addressed promptly. Sharing these feelings and experiences with your partner can help both of you understand each other better. One effective strategy is to come up with specific plans or solutions to address these issues. For instance, you could decide on a physical or verbal reassurance that can be used when either of you needs a break during a heated discussion. This can help to escalate conflicts and maintain a sense of connection, even when emotions are running high. The goal is to identify what behaviors or communication patterns have contributed to past arguments and agree on concrete steps to shift those behaviors in the future. By doing so, you can work together to avoid arguments altogether, or, if conflicts do arise, resolve them more efficiently. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more valuable insights on relationships, personal growth, and more. Have you successfully resolved conflicts in your relationship using these steps? Share your experiences and thoughts in the comments below. Would love to hear from you. Remember, healthy relationships are built on effective communication and the willingness to work together to overcome challenges. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.